Yeah, like what else is
Logan.
Logan. Oh, we got one more person in the chat coming in. First time on the Big Jack Films live streams. I think this is probably going to be an occurrence. We have Adam of the Productions. Awesome.
Of the Productions?
I can't pronounce your name. I'm tired, man.
Adam, give me a quick one.
Oh, wait, this way. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So, Adam, I want you to meet one Sean of GT is Reborn. He does amazing kaiju videos and so on, and Godzilla stuff. And then we have Ryan of Kaiju Network, who does a lot of news reports on the MonsterVerse and so on.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Oh, there he is in his green screen. Hey, he's on the set of the Star Wars prequels.
Oh God.
All right, I'm George Lucas. We're going to direct this via Zoom call. Let's put Jar Jar right in the background.
Jack, why did you bring these people to kill your stream? Jesus. Adam of Scribe Productions of Godzilla Apex, J. St. G of Nerd Cage Live, which you can catch on Thursday nights. Who are these people, Jack? Who? I ask who.
Well, the difference is, Matt, unlike Monstrosities, I'm running the show.
Adam and Jay, you really missed some good stuff. We were talking about King Kong pornos and the size of gorilla dicks, you know? I mean,
oh my gosh.
That's what you guys missed. So yes, Jack, please continue to play host.
Then.
I almost want to ask you for a VHS copy, Big Jack, but I don't want to give you my address.
Well, I'll send it.
I know you would. I just don't want you to have my
address. Better on VHS.
I'm gonna start getting like newsletters from Big Jack Films and shit.
The Big Jack Films newsletter. Oh, I wonder if
have you seen Big Jack's Kong remake today? Yeah, you sent it to me like 2 months ago.
Newsletter. It's a newsletter. It's like only available for like $5 a month subscriptions on Patreon. Somebody brought up an interesting question that people want to know. What is your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Mine is Legend. Hands down, fucking Legend. Like, that's the Zelda movie.
Yeah. No. That's a good pick. Man, I don't know. Like, he's got such a deep catalog.
Tropic Thunder. Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I heard rumors they want to bring back Primal Rage. Like, they want to revive it. Like, and I would say yes.
I want to make an animated series out of it.
No, you should do just because you know how like Rampage, the movie that came out, was just a rip, like basically Warner Brothers ripping off their own movies with the MonsterVerse.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the ripoff of the ripoff. Do a Primal Rage movie.
Actually, I remember watching Inuyasha back when I was in the military. Like
so
something in my
show.
Oh yeah.
What were you? Oh, I didn't know you served in the military. What'd you do there?
I was a corpsman, and then I swapped to navigation.
Not bad. Well, thank you for serving the countries of the world, the freedoms of the world and shit, man. That's really appreciated. My dad served Vietnam. 75th Ranger Infantry in I think late 60s, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I wonder, like, how do you watch that kind of stuff in that zone? Like, how do you watch it?
What, Inuyasha?
Yeah.
Or anime?
Yeah.
Well, when I was watching it, it was on, I think it was on Netflix at some point or something. Or no, it was on TV. It was on Toonami.
Toonami's Adult Swim.
It was on Toonami, and I would watch it, and I got through. I think I got through the whole thing. It was a really long series.
So all 200 episodes and 4 movies?
No, not the movies, just the episodes.
The movies are good. The movies are actually pretty solid. And they're unlike most anime movies, they're canon.
But yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I watched Inuyasha. I'm actually a really big anime fan, big into anime and stuff like that. Cowboy Bebop, Evangelion, Ghost in the Shell, Akira.
I'll say this: I found a copy of the entire series of Cowboy Bebop at Value Village for like $5. So that is on my radar to watch. I have the first 2 Ghost in the Shells. I need to watch Evangelion still. Finish it. That is, I watched like the first 3 episodes of Sword Art Online, and then I turned it off. It was not because I wasn't liking it; it's because I just ran out of things. I had other things to do.
I kind of feel the same way. I watched like the first 6 episodes of it, but I kind of fell out of like love with it, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird because last thing I knew is like people said the show went downhill after the original finale when like Kirito saved what's the name of the chick? Asuna?
Mhm.
Weird creepy motherfucker. Like when the show went all hentai at the end, I was like, okay, this is fucked up. No, that's the thing. I have been told by people that because I'm watching Castlevania right now, the Netflix show, that in the 3rd season it goes full blown Shogun hentai, and I'm just gonna be probably sitting there like, what the fuck?
Right.
I love how he used the music from Battle Royale in that sequence. Which it's funny because like I watched Battle Royale.
I was just about to ask, have you seen both of those movies?
I've seen the first one. Here's the story behind it. So I saw Hunger Games first, and then everybody was telling me it's a ripoff of Battle Royale. I'm like, what's Battle Royale? And people said, oh, it's this movie that's been banned for years. It's Tarantino's favorite movie. I'm like, okay. So I was hanging out with a friend of mine who is friends with a very popular film editor in Toronto for movies.
Mm-hmm.
We went to her place for dinner, and she showed me Battle Royale. She stuck it on, and I was just like, this is a way better movie. Like, oh my God. I swear to God, the author of Hunger Games, how has she not been sued? By the company who makes Battle Royale.
Politics.
It's just a better movie. And I'm like, if Hunger Games went that level of like,
Oh,
gore
yeah.
violence, but
Oh,
no,
yeah.
they need to get the tweens in because Twilight is out.
It wasn't even about like the thing about Battle Royale is it wasn't in like some fantasy setting like, you know, post-apocalyptic, like it was set like in current time with a like communist style regime in Japan instead of what they have right now, and they put collars on the kids' necks.
I'll say this, you know, I watched it again recently. One thing I noticed is that one of the biggest messages about the film, it is a big message about culture wars. About, you know, here's the old generation's culture that's all traditionalist, and now here's the next gen's culture that are more freedom oriented and more against traditionalism and more just be your own thing. And then when the old generation don't like that, they try to dictate the next generation. And that's one of the themes, and I love that. And fuck, that's what's happening right now. And I'm like, how has the American government not initiated the Battle Royale Act?
It's coming, dude. It's coming. Like,
fuck me wearing a fucking collar. Fuck that shit.
I'm really. I don't want to talk too much about politics. I'm just really nervous about what's going on in my country right now.
Look, people talk about 1984. Fuck that. How are you not talking about Battle Royale?
Because they don't know about it.
Yeah, people. Hey, I'm like that alien in Lilo vs. Stitch. Educate yourself. Watch it. But you know, people like, you know what? I'll say this: 1984 and all that shit. It's overrated.
That's also because like. The struggle for all of us, and you should know this as well, is whenever you're trying to do something, especially in the realm of entertainment, whether it's music or movies or TV shows or books even, it's all about advertising and marketing. I should be more specific, marketing. And so the majority of really good things get pushed under the table because things like the MCU get, you know, have these ridiculous high dollar budget marketing campaigns.
They've been popular since the 60s.
Well, no. Not just because they've been popular since the 60s. The reason why the MCU did so well is because it was backed by Disney and they had a lot of money going into their marketing campaign. Look at all the, like, if you want to talk about like Marvel comics and movie adaptations, look at all the movies that came out before the first Iron Man and how they didn't succeed as well as the MCU did.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man.
They did well, but Endgame like blew like any.
I'll agree with Red Letter Media saying that was like the last big blockbuster.
Yeah.
Because like look where we're at now.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And you know what? If say the world ended in 2019, like literally, like Terminator 2 Judgment Day world ending, if that was the last movie to be the biggest movie of all time, you know what?
Okay with it.
Pretty damn good finale. You know, like that's like saying like if the world ended in 2003 and Return of the King was the last. Like, I've seen my share of movies. I can go out fine. I've seen my share of good movies. But yeah, so Battle Royale is amazing. I haven't seen the sequel. I've heard very mixed things about the sequel.
I don't think it's as good as the first, and honestly, you could go your entire life without seeing the sequel.
Yeah, that's funny because like I knew of Battle Royale after Hunger Games, but like I knew of the music because I know like that track at the beginning is like a classical piece of music from like 18th century. What the fuck? Yeah, but I mostly the first time I heard that track was in the trailer for AVGN versus Nostalgia Critic. And hold on, do we have another guest? Oh my God, he actually is here. He actually made it, and he's not freezing his ass off. We got another guest in the house. Please help me welcoming Adam from Scry Productions. If it'll let me. Oh no, it says I can only allow 6 people in the stream.
It's okay. It's okay. I gotta take off anyway, so he'll take my spot.
You'll take your spot. Okay, D-Man, do you want to plug your stuff in?
Nah, it's okay. Go check out Alien Planet, made by Alan Magson. Indiegogo live now. Go support it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, D-Man. You're welcome here anytime.
Thanks for having me, despite the fact that I was working the whole time. But
Sarabach, homoyo.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to finally meet you, dude.
Yeah.
Take it easy. So we'll bring in Adam from Scry. All right, here he is, guys. Replacing him, it's Adam from Scry Productions.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Going good.
Are you a little warm? Are you warmer now? How you holding up?
Well, the power's been on steadily for most of the day, actually, so that's a plus.
Yes.
Right on.
I think it's because the temperature has gone up and things have started to thaw out. All the windmills have started to thaw out, and all of the pipes at the natural gas plants have all started to thaw out.
I mean, all the propane and propane accessories are working in time.
I just wanted to point out, as soon as Adam comes in, Matt comes back and he's in the backstage, but we can only allow six people in the chat.
That's funny.
Who's getting voted off the island?
Pretty much a ripoff of the John Williams Superman theme. Like, it sounds so eerily familiar.
Hold up. Let's talk about John Williams real quick. I just want to say, because you said ripoff, that man ripped off so many classical composers.
Here we go.
No. What? So what? Star Wars is just the soundtrack to Mars?
No, Star Wars is like a lot of ripoff of like classical composers. I'm not talking about movie score makers. I'm talking about before movies were made.
Yeah, like Beethoven.
He ripped off so many classical composers that you probably don't even know. And I didn't realize it, but everything from like the Imperial March, pretty much almost everything you hear in Star Wars is a ripoff of a classical song that he just barely, and I mean barely, tweaked. Everything is in the same key. It's the same speed.
He also hates Ifukube, by the way.
No, I didn't say I hate Ifukube, but I used to revere John Williams, and now I'm just like, wow, I thought that man, I thought he was like an artist and a creative. No, he just knows how to copy other people's work and tweak it just enough to say it's original.
What about Jaws? He didn't rip Jaws off, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh God, here we go.
E.T. He ripped off E.T. You'll search it up. Search up all the
How do you spell unpopular opinion? ADAM.
Yeah, oh my God. Well, it is what it is.
That's the problem with most of these shark movies now. It's just you can't take them seriously outside of Jaws. But at least
Sharknado doubled down.
Wait, hold up. What was that one movie with the chick that gets stranded on a rock in the middle of an archipelago?
The Shallows?
Yeah, The Shallows. That wasn't a bad shark movie. It was very intense and it was one actor carried the whole movie.
Yeah,
I have never once heard you harshly criticize a movie that didn't involve sword fighting.
This is kind of true.
I can't no because there's not
Die
many
another day.
movies where the sword fighting, like with sword fighting, that's bad. I mean, there's a couple bad ones. There's one old Hollywood movie that I saw where the swords literally look like they're made out of like wood and tinfoil. And I was like, wow, I'm not watching.
Yeah, but what was the name of that movie?
I can't remember. It was like an obscure movie.
So therefore, you can't harshly criticize it, can you?
It's just that. Legend of the Sword. Legend of the Sword. Fuck you, Sean, for making me watch that piece of shit.
Oh my god, I saw that in theater. I was gonna pee myself laughing so hard.
I'm actually kind of not getting away from music, but it's not going to be my main focus on the channel anymore like it used to be.
No, you're really good at it, though, is the thing.
I am, and I'm like not trying to toot my own horn. I've been practicing music since I was 8 years old, so I'm definitely really good at it. But that's not what people want.
The Godzilla Apex stuff, man, like that.
They want my animations, and because like if you look at Apex versus the King Kong remake, right? I don't even think the King Kong remake has broken 1,000 views yet.
Wait, which one?
The one I just released.
Oh, right.
So
yeah, it's all about algorithm. I get that too. I'm in that same field.
It took a week to break 1,100, and it's not so much the algorithm, to be honest with you. I really don't think it's the algorithm. I think it's what people want from my channel, or what they come to expect. Because a lot of other videos outside of my animation, so like I even did this one talking about King Kong and Godzilla. They didn't like the little editorial thing. I released the official soundtrack to Inheritance APAC, still hasn't broken 1,000 views. They just want one specific thing, which I'm okay with. Like, I understand. Like,
you found your niche that makes you the money, essentially.
Right. And so, what is interesting, however, is I'm starting to get outside of my YouTube channel commissions from, like, for instance, I was just asked about Wikizilla. They just asked me if I'm still interested in doing commissions for them. Nice. Yoko just sent me his rough cut of his movie, The Last Session, so now I've got to work on that. 2009 Mechagodzilla, he's got a series called The Godzilla Bonds of Blood, or it used to be called Godzilla Bros Redo or something like that.
And then you got the stuff, I mean, I'm kind of wanting to see you help me out with too, so.
The Kong stuff?
Well, no, the Godzilla, Mechagodzilla stuff I have planned.
Oh, right, yeah. But that's not in the vein of music. That's more about the animation.
Well, you know what I mean, like just that.
Right. I did get picked up, however, again, something else that I got picked up for is somebody's trying to create a kaiju fighting game in the style of the Pipeworks trilogy, of the Godzilla Pipeworks trilogy games.
Need to remaster that ASAP.
Well, that's in the works. I think Godzilla Save the Earth is being remade by fans, and I know some people that are working on that. But this is something completely, well, it's supposed to be something completely original, and they're wanting me to animate that. And I'm just like, it's funny because I've only been animating for a year, and I've been working on music.
Like if you're getting all these people, you should start like making commission charges. Like you should start making this a profit, because like people are going to be, seeing the talents you have. It's like, well,
that's what I am doing. And then I'm trying to also offer stuff up on Patreon. So like I've been making green screen animations for people who want to like have kaiju in their little whatever. Like maybe they can make something with a subscribe button or whatever. But like there's some really there's not enough of them, and the green screen things are really crappy out there. So I'm working on that. I'm also remaking themes and music and stuff and putting them creator packs, because people who want to make kaiju themed things have a problem with copyright infringement whenever they use like official music. And mine's guaranteed to not get copyright because I post it on my own channel and I don't get hit for it. So
that was me when I did my obviously my Kong remake. I reached out to my buddy Bernard Kier, who did the score to Prime Survival, but
when I did my Legend review, I really wanted to use the Tangerine Dream soundtrack, but it is heavily copyrighted.
Yep.
So I hired, because Bernard is such a huge fan of that movie. That's probably his favorite movie. And I knew who to call for that, and he did that, and it sounded, the soundtrack, the covers he gave me were amazing, and I'd love to have them released. I would rather just Bernard puts it on his channel than mine, because I put a lot of the music for Kong on mine, but I want him to put that on his channel at some point. I think that would help him out.
Mm-hmm.